Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Theology Summer Online video. This week we're asked to examine two figures from the reading, Say Who Stood Out More and Why. We were asked to pick between Luther and Calvin, two pretty well-known figures, at least for me. I chose Luther primarily because of the major impact that he had on developing Protestantism. He was kind of that first spur off of Catholicism. He was the first one who really took a stance against the Catholic Church, what they're doing with indulgences primarily. And he was pretty famous for nailing his 95 Theses on the door of the castle, the castle church on Halloween. I also grew up with some family members that were Lutheran, so this closely relates to my own life as well. My quote from the text relates to his thoughts on how we earn salvation, which differed from some viewpoints at the time. He said, God did not elect based on our choosing of him post praevisa merita, but elected according to his gracious free will, ante praevisa merita. This theology was reflected in Luther's pastoral criticism as distinct vicar since 1515 of the selling and buying of indulgences. The underlying question was the same. Are you saved by what you do or by what Christ does? So not a direct quote from Luther there, obviously, but kind of a commentary on what his thoughts were, what his belief points were, and the quote caught my eye because it moves away from framing sin as a debt that each individual needs to repay. Like if you're stuck in purgatory, you can use indulgences to get out of that debt. Yes, something that you would resolve through alms, fasting, confession. And into that framework of God is the one that, Christ is the one that has paid for that debt. You just need to accept him. So reading about his 95 Theses had an impact on me as well, to see how strongly he advocated for compassion and trust in God. And the line about indulgences, paying money to get out of purgatory, in there. It said in the text, a coin in the coffer will ring, but does not mean a soul from purgatory will spring. I've heard that one before, but it has taken a new meaning, and I appreciate a bit more after reading about Luther. Now relating to what we learned in lecture this past week, I connected Luther's ideas and how they altered worship and liturgy to the form that it is today, at least for Protestantism. We learned in the lectures that worship is the communal acts Christians perform in obedience to Jesus, rather than to save one's own soul or get out of debt. It's that communal appreciation and practice. And that's all I have for you today, so catch you on the next one.